hours throughout the day. Gab Cruz from Sports Time Ohio is sitting in today for Mary.
Shoes off, huh?
Shoes off. That's what I smell.
Oh, yeah,
no, I'm kidding. It's totally fine. So what's the show? Beer Money over on Sports Time Ohio?
Beer Money, and I do some social media. So
see you at the park during the Indian season.
Underscore.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Tribe stuff, feature stuff, Channel 19. I have many, many employers.
Good for you. I saw Kaylee Griffin grab that Rockets gig. Are you going to go for that? For the Cavs gig she's leaving, right?
Yeah, maybe I should.
Have you heard of that then?
Oh, are you already in the mix there?
No, I actually just heard about it today.
Oh, you did? Oh,
we'll
okay.
see.
Yeah. Kaylee Griffin I think she was only here like a year or so, I think. She would do sideline for the Cavs, but she took the Houston Rockets gig. So.
Which is great because she's so savvy. I'm really happy she got a sideline role.
Sure, yeah. All right. So you're already going to jump in there then. You're going to tell them, hey, this is something I should be able to do.
You know what? That'd be awesome. I am always looking for a challenge, and I think... all you
have to do is take a mic and point it straight up into their face, right? Is that all you do? You yell a question?
You just got to ask those open-ended questions and be engaging and know a little bit about basketball. So possibly, I feel like I got check.
Should we give her a little audition right now?
Can
we do a little audition?
A little audition right now?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Well, I mean, before I really put you on the spot here, do you have something in your head that you would feel comfortable in an audition capacity with them? Like, do you know what I'm saying? I'm not making myself very clear.
We'll set a scenario.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then here you come up with the question.
I literally just found this information
Right,
out,
yeah. Okay, so here's the scenario.
But it's safe to say that it's a position that you covet, right? It would be a good move for you.
Oh, I think it would be a great challenge for sure.
Raise your profile, right?
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
That's good.
All right. So
you seem very sheepish about saying that you want to do something.
No, I definitely do. I just don't want anyone to think that I haven't enjoyed any of the jobs that I already do.
Well, listen,
but I'm always working for a challenge.
I was just going to say, this business is always going to the next thing. That's
why
what it is.
That's why the position's open, because the girl's like, hey, this was a great job, but there's another job that I want to, I want to be a sideline reporter. She wanted to move up.
Yes.
Yeah.
Not everybody is, just happy to be a sidekick.
Some people are, but other people aren't.
I'm fine with it. That's good.
Yeah. So, so if you get yourself an audition for this, do you have any idea what you would? I don't even know what an audition like that. I thought you just
you set a scenario. If she's got to interview a basketball player, we'll make Poundcake the basketball player.
Oh God.
Okay. It's the end of the first quarter on Saturday.
Well,
so it's
technically, wouldn't that be getting into sidelining? I think this is more like a social media role.
social media role.
So I'm gonna stalk some people's social media maybe.
Okay.
And
see, you're already more qualified than I am, because I didn't know what the position was.
Well, we could go sideline role, but I think they've already got that down on lock.
I was going to say, I thought they were looking to replace her in a sideline position. That's not the one that you...
No. So there's actually two roles. Sideline reporter, and then I feel like more the social media reporter kind of.
Oh, so you would be the second of the two there.
Correct.
So you're not doing an interview as much as you're just kind of
tweeting.
I think you would still be doing some interviews. Mm-hmm. So that you're right, that would apply. I don't know if, like you mentioned, necessarily after the first quarter, because I think the in-game sideline reporter would be there. But what do I know?
All right, well, she's sick.
Okay.
And they ask you to step in.
You need to slide in. Yeah. And you're like, this is my chance, right?
Okay.
Poundcake, you're going to play Kevin Love.
Poundcake is Kevin Love?
Yes,
right.
Poundcake's Kevin Love.
I don't have any stats in front of me, okay? Just throwing that out there.
Neither do I. Yeah. I just know he's hot and he's tall. That's all I know.
He's tall, he's white, so and he's ready to fight. That's all you need to know.
I'm going to win this, too.
The Cavs are down by 10.
Mm-hmm.
It's the end of the first quarter in the first home game of the season.
So they're having a great game already.
I'm trying to make it a realistic scenario.
Yeah, that's
I was going to say, they're having a great game, down by 10.
We like it.
Yeah. All right. So they're down by 10, but Kevin Love is having a good game.
Uh-huh.
He's got 15 of the Cavs' 20 points.
We love
and 4 rebounds.
Okay.
So go ahead and
take that and run with it.
Take that and run with it with Poundcake.
Oh, you want me to ask Poundcake?
Yeah, he's Kevin Love.
He's Kevin Love.
Oh, you know
This is your shot right here. You can just send them this segment.
Oh, Lord, please don't.
Well, okay, give me a little context. Has he been playing well for, you said this is first game?
This is the first home game, the second game of the season.
Okay.
Yeah.
He just broke his left ear.
My left ear.
He just broke his. How about he's coming off of a left ear injury, and I could just say, I know
Okay.
you've
Better.
been battling back from that left ear injury. Could you tell us what's clicked now that you're balling out with, 15 points, 5 rebounds with that broken ear?
There you go. You're working on the lingo, like balling out and
Yeah.
all. Sure, go ahead.
All right.
I think she just did
I
it.
think she
though.
just did
Okay.
it. But now, but I want to hear Kevin Love's
Kevin,
like,
what do you have to say?
This game has
Poundcake Love.
This game has just become
You have to be as
who's
cliche
more
as
uncomfortable,
possible.
Poundcake as Kevin Love,
Yeah,
or Gab as the sideline reporter speaking to Cake Love over here.
I just try to go out there and do the best I can. With that ear injury, it kind of threw off my balance. So I'm really surprised. I'm usually a little off to the right when I shoot my shots. So I think me having the unbalanced part, it makes me go right into the hoop.
Yeah.
Straightens me out.
I like it. It's a little bit of balance issues.
Yeah, in my personal life too. But yeah, especially on the game.
He throws
Look
in
at that.
his
She was
personal
able to
life.
get into his personal life even.
Wow. and
Talk
you
about
didn't even-
opening up our interviewee.
There
You
we-
kind of look like my girlfriend, Kate Bach.
Oh, stop.
Yeah, you really do. I'm really into blondes.
Thank you.
Well, this is the most candid Kevin Love has ever been in an interview.
I know, especially
Usually this guy's
especially
like a vault. You can't get anything out of him.
a 35-second sideline interview as they're going to commercial.
Saying, ooh,
Yeah.
anxiety. Ooh, anxiety. But
Yeah,
you're so
right, because
hot.
he's public about
Yeah,
his
it's
anxiety.
He knows everything about Kevin Love except the basketball part.
He doesn't need to know the basketball part.
That's
the
right.
basketball part will take care of itself, right? There's a lot of variables there.
That's
You've
right.
got to pay attention. He knows the important things.
Well, see, that's what I
Ooh,
like.
anxiety.
I mean, everybody loves the basketball part of it and the stats, but we have so many analysts. I think if ever I were to see myself in a role, it's definitely in the human interest side of things and opening up these personalities. Okay, I
Yeah,
just
you
got
don't want to
Poundcake
just do X's
just-
and O's.
I mean, we do, but it's like
You don't
everybody.
wanna do- yeah,
but I
yeah.
think I would like to pry a little bit more.
I
and
understand.
You want to
bring a
see them
little
more as
entertainment
people
value.
and kind of get away from the robot answers that they always give. Like,
Yeah.
we're just going to try our best and we just got to, play as a team, all that stuff. You want to get into their actual life and
That
their
would be great.
personality.
Yeah,
That would be awesome.
Speaking of opening up, my girlfriend usually doesn't hug me after a game because when I open up my armpits, she's kind of like at her top of her head touches the bottom of my armpit and it doesn't smell so good after the game. But
You should shave your armpits, maybe.
So your armpits give your girlfriend anxiety, is what you're saying.
yeah, that's
I
where
hope
the panic
Kevin Love.
attack
I hope some of the organizations listening to this and is right now working on a line of Kevin Love anxiety merch. Octothorpe
Just
anxiety.
him with his hand over his head like Poundcake. Ooh, my anxiety.
Like he's getting ready to fall onto a
Like-
fainting couch.
Like he's got the vapors. Ooh,
Yeah.
my anxiety.
Oh lordy!
Okay.
Biggest design question is how many O's to put into ooh for the T-shirts. You can put more O's when they run it down the side of the sweatpant leg. All right, well, good. There you go.
You're welcome.
You did a good job as Kevin Love.
I try.
Boy, I can't imagine. Listen, I'm not much more than a casual sports fan. I'm certainly no X's and O's guy. And I've said before, I can't imagine a hell on earth worse than doing like sports radio or anything like that. But the best sports shows are the ones where they kind of touch on sports, right? Where they just do kind of more
they get
random
into
things. But part of it is also super easy too, because the players give you those vague answers. Yeah, we just got to get out there, start making some more points. That headline in the Plain Dealer: Baker Mayfield has to stop throwing interceptions. That's from a professional sports journalist, a highly renowned sports. He's got to stop throwing interceptions.
Do you
I'm
think
like,
he
oh
read
my
that
God.
and he's like, "That's it. I was wondering what I was doing wrong."
I'm going to
and
send.
there it is, plain as day, in print.
In print, black and white.
Stop throwing interceptions.
Mary Kay Cabot, you just got yourself a basket of muffins from Baker Mayfield. An edible arrangement. You cracked the code, baby. All right, listen, I got $1,000 here for you. A chance for you to go fund yourself. Listen closely and good luck.
Hey, it's Rover. Go fund yourself. We have your shot at $1,000 now. Text the nationwide keyword JUMP to the number 200-200. You'll get a text confirming entry plus iHeartRadio info. Standard data and message rates apply in this nationwide contest. That's JUMP to 200-200. Good luck and go fund yourself from 100.7 WMMS.
On the subject of Baker Mayfield, and then I'll move on. Used to be somebody like Gab had to compete against, other broadcasters or other social media people with Now you're competing against just football players' wives. When these guys go town to town, They usually get some endorsements and things like that. You know, they ingratiate themselves into the market. Channel 3 just put Baker Mayfield's wife on TV. They just put her on a show or something.
Yeah,
where she's
I
gonna
just
be
saw
like,
that. What's her
"Hi,
name?
Emily.
Emily
Mayfield.
Mayfield." I mean, she's foxy.
Yeah.
But you know,
I mean, the Cribs in the CLE, it's Josh Cribbs and his wife.
I think it's a very social savvy move, though.
You think so?
but the Josh
people
Cribbs
what they
show.
But what if he
to-
keeps throwing interceptions and everybody turns
now,
on Baker?
Now that could be
That could be a
uncomfortable,
problem.
Tad,
Yeah.
But
It's the same thing with like Aisha Curry. She has a cooking show, and no one gives a crap about Steph Curry cooking. But
That's true.
His wife has a show because
but that's
she
not on
brings
television. Is my point.
It is on television.
Where?
It's on the cooking channel, the food channel.
I don't mean that. I mean like you're talking about a local affiliate. Now, again, don't get me wrong. I got no problem with this. I don't care. But I'm just saying, you know, there are people who are like, boy, I'd like people in the journalism news biz a mile long.
But isn't she just doing like one day a week, like
I don't
fluff
know.
piece, or she's just like, "Hi, I'm Emily, and here's something that you can wear to the game."
I'm just saying it's
that
pretty.
was better than Poundcake's Kevin Love impression.
Poundcake's Kevin Love.
That was really great.
I've been studying
Can you do it
Emily for a
again?
while. Hi, I'm Emily, and this is something you can wear to the game.
I'm just saying it's a pretty sweet gig when you marry an NFL quarterback and then you go to a city and they go, "Hey, you want to be on TV?" And they go, "Yeah, I'll be on TV."
I still think it
Sure.
could go very poorly if he keeps playing the way he's playing, and then everybody turns on Baker Mayfield.
So do your intro again,
He's gonna.
and how production will react.
Okay, yeah.
Hi, I'm Emily.
Jump hard!
Listen, he's doing his best. He's trying. He read the headline. He said, "I'm not going to throw as many interceptions." It's not up to him. Is that very good? You like that?
No.
That was pretty good. Yeah, my favorite part was "Shut up, whore" from the back row. Was that what you yelled?
Yeah.
That's a little rough, don't you think?
Have a
Wow.
win some games.
I mean, he's pretty accurate
Have
depiction
him
of an
win-
angry Browns
Yeah.
fan.
Have him win some games. That's a very literal heckle, I guess. I appreciate it though, but
Football all the way.
yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't say. Football
Have
all
him
the
win
way.
some games. That's the same thing Mary Kay Cabot said in her last column. It's very insightful. Yeah, well, what do I know? I'm not Joe Sports, as you well know. I'm Jim Legal.
But it would be
But
the same.
congratulations to her for.
It would be the same thing if they came to her and asked, did she want to do like a reality show? Basketball wives or like football wives do that stuff all the time.
No, but doing a reality show is different than when you are on a local news channel, is
Okay.
what I'm saying.
Okay,
It's
sure.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like if they put you on Logo with a show, listen, anybody can do that. Like I totally get that. But if they're like, hey, the NBC affiliate in Cleveland, Ohio is going to put you on, you know, it's going to ruffle some feathers. They go, what are your qualifications? I married a quarterback who happens to be playing there now.
But do you know her education? She might have gone for like communications.
No, I don't. I don't know anything about that.
It just may be, the perfect storm.
Yeah, maybe she reached
Yeah.
out to them. She was like, "Hey, I know you guys are shaking things up over here at the Peacock, the Cleveland Peacock. Do they call it that?
I don't know if they call it that.
Over
I don't know.
at WKYC. I would like to be a part of this new morning show you guys are doing."
Yeah.
I mean, Mary's doing commercials for him, and so are Brian and Wanda.
Yeah, they're doing promos for a
Yeah.
show they're not on.
I know, it's very strange.
I can't figure anything out anymore. I mean,
It's a new
Maybe
world, man.
news is changing. I think news is trying to get on this hip trend, and social media is leading the charge. So they got to kind of. Maybe this is the
They gotta
evolution
pivot.
of news.
Yeah, they gotta
you know?
pivot.
listen, it is a very.
They got to cater to their younger audiences.
They don't have a younger audience. That's the point.
But that is interesting because I feel like most people who do watch the news are probably not.
Local news is in admittedly, a very difficult spot because on the
Yeah.
one hand, they're
Yeah.
like, look, we've got to do something. If our demographic is 55 to dead, you can't. Well, it's true. It's like
Yeah.
AM radio.
No, you're
you know?
right.
I mean, so you've got to get some younger people in there. So I totally, again, I'm not critical of it, but on the same token, the people that you're throwing in there are arguably not going to draw the eyeballs you're trying to draw. You're just going to turn away the people who are already watching. I'm not saying that's what's going to happen here. I just think of it in terms of you've got multimedia journalists, people who've really ground it out in smaller markets,
That's true,
who would
yeah.
love to come to Cleveland and work for WKYC, is my point. So if you're like, listen, good on her. If you get a gig, you get a gig. You know what I mean? But I always think of the people who are like, wow, I would love to be
got skipped
reporting
over.
for, you know what I mean? Like our boy Chris Ty left Channel 3 after 15 years, goes to Chicago, right? Major market news.
Major
uh,
market news.
You know, and CBS O&O, and, a big move like that.
And turns out
If
all he
there
had
had-
to do was marry
a
Baker
quarterback.
Mayfield, and he would have just had the job that he wanted.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, again, they don't. It's not like they. Don't get me wrong. It's not like they have her anchoring the news. I'm just saying that
Yeah,
I
is
thought
this-
that was kind of an odd.
I think it's going to be like she's going to do little segments here and there.
Yeah.
Does this happen in like Chicago? Like, has one of Jordan's wives
They haven't
ever
had a
gotten
good quarterback long enough.
Oh God, this poor kid.
Mitch Trubisky.
Well, not him. The kid who said he was his favorite player.
Oh, what happened?
Oh God, these kids. This is another reason why I can't be any more than a casual sports fan. Is when grown men will boo children because they threw a name out that they don't like. Because the kid didn't say Walter Payton. Like he doesn't know who Walter Payton is. You know what I'm saying?
Kid.
A little kid.
So wait, he gets interviewed, and they
what
ask.
happened? I don't think
This
I heard
okay, so Mitch Trubisky from Mentor, Ohio, right? He's the quarterback of my Chicago Bears. He's not setting the world on fire. Bears are like 3-3. Okay.
You know what? He should take some advice from Miss Mary Kay Cabot.
Stop throwing interceptions. Right. So Bears love this guy. They're like, they listen. After 9 years of Jay Cutler, they're happy for anything, right? So Mitch
Was Jay
Trubisky
Cutler there for 9 years?
something like that.
It was a while. Yeah.
It was a while. So they get Mitch Trubisky after passing on Patrick Mahomes, Deshaun Watson, those
Yeah.
guys, right?
Yeah.
Pass on
Yeah.
those guys.
Yeah.
Now, again, there are no oracles. You don't know, but whatever. So the Chicago Blackhawks were playing the other night, and they interview a kid over the PA at intermission. And they're just talking to this kid about sports.
I'm already cringing.
There you go. Who's your favorite Blackhawk? He names his favorite Blackhawk, right? Who are you going to be for Halloween? A football player. And they go, oh, which player? Mitch Trubisky. And the whole place goes, boo!
Oh
These
man.
jagoffs, these grown men. In my city, listen, I take full responsibility for it.
At least you do.
Any of these places, but it happens here, happens. I mean,
Oh,
if
that's
in
so-
Philly, if booing was what happened to this kid, he'd be getting off light.
Oh yeah.
This is a kid.
He would have got
Mitch
doxxed. They would have just started throwing like tomatoes at him, and it would have been bad.
This kid, he doesn't know who Walter Payton is. He doesn't know who Jim McMahon is.
How old would you say the kid is?
But I don't see a photo of him, but he's a little kid.
Yeah. So a real young kid.
Yeah, he just sees who's in front of him, and that's Mitch Trubisky. He's like, I watch the Bears, and
Yeah.
I like Mitch.
Oh, that's funny.
Boo!
That
You
is
suck!
that is so Chicago.
Whore! Duh, Bears! Hey, that's my line! Duh, booze! Coming at a little kid. Oh, boy.
That's
crazy, yeah. Well, listen, Bears always suck. What do you want?
Yeah, you got a great defense though, and that's why everybody's so upset. Because
Yes, of course.
You could compete for a championship if Mitch Trubisky played a little bit better.
Yes.
There was a breakdown of one of his plays where
But that's the story of a lot of teams.
Yeah, he missed like some very open reads, and it's like a guy did it in a very funny way, and I was just like, oh, that's. But they can do the same thing with Baker right now. 'Cause
Yeah,
he's
well,
not
that-
been setting the world on fire this year.
Cleveland Browns fans know only too well
Yeah.
how painful it is to see missed opportunities. When you're throwing to a couple of Pro Bowl receivers, right?
Yeah.
That's who he's got
Yeah,
right
he's
now.
got some of the best receivers in the league.
Anywho, I don't like to see grown men boo children. It's like when they punch a kid to get a foul ball.
Yeah.
Oh,
I have my
God.
thoughts on that. You shouldn't punch the kid, but I understand the adult wanting the foul ball over the child.
Well, because if I
the
recall
kid's gonna get-
correctly,
yeah.
you said the kid is not going to take care of it.
Right.
As though it's like the idol in Raiders of the Lost Ark. It's a frigging ball. Who cares? They have 1,000 of them down there. People are like, the kid's not going to take
and
care
that's
of
why-
it. Take care of what?
But it means so much to the old guy that's been going there for 40
That's
years.
the sad part.
I know.
That's
So
the
let
guy.
him have his little tiny piece of happiness, Alan.
Oh, God.
Let him. That kid's gonna get over it in no time. That man's gonna see the kid with the ball and be like, just broken up about it for
Oh,
years.
whatever. What, the kid's got to grease up because some guy had an awful life?
If the kid gets there first, then the kid gets the ball. But if the guy gets there first, let him have the ball.
See, in Cleveland, you get booed if you do catch it and you're an adult and you don't give it immediately to a child.
Right. And again, you can boo the guy. I just don't.
You
I
think
don't
he
blame
should man
him.
up and just keep it? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah,
In
I
the
think.
face
I
of
think.
the boo?
I think if it means that much to you, then you should keep the ball.
A,
And
reevaluate your life completely.
Right.
B, then go, fine, keep the ball. Who cares?
But you also have to list why, you have to tell everybody why it means so much to you, why your life is so sad that a baseball is such a bright, shining moment in your life.
Okay, what if it
Ladies
was a
and
home
gentlemen,
run?
I never received any hugs from my parents. Thank you for your consideration.
Or
Why don't you win some games?
All right, I got a break. Hey, Mushroomhead's doing their Halloween show on November the 1st at the Agora, bringing some friends with them. So if you dig that band, I'll hook you up shortly. 35192 if you want to text.
It's the Alan Cox Show on 100.7 WMMS and everywhere